Hey, I think I'll heat up my food in the autoclave. It sounds like microwave. It's probably the same, right? Autoclave. A-U-T-O-C-L-A-V-E. Autoclave. Please do not put food in an autoclave. It is not the same as a microwave, and it is not a good idea. The one thing it does have in common with a microwave is that an autoclave will heat up the stuff that's inside it, but it's going to do nasty stuff to it as well. What is an autoclave? Well, if you Google it, it'll look like a big metal tank-like thing or barrel-like thing. Maybe they make it in various sizes, but maybe it's the size of an oven. It could be bigger, depending on what you got and how much money you got. But it is an industrial device used to sterilize equipment. For example, if you go to the hospital and your surgeon uses a scalpel to cut patients open and do stuff to save their lives, well, you can't just take that scalpel and use it again on somebody else. No, big no. You got to sterilize it, clean it, and the autoclave is part of that process. So you put things that are contaminated with blood, or in my personal experience, contaminated with bone parts, because I used to work with that. You take that equipment, you throw it in the autoclave, you shut the door, you throw everything in that tank, you shut the door, you set it on, and the autoclave sucks out all the air, and it gets real hot, and it shoots out hot steam inside, and the hot steam kills everything, in theory. Gets rid of viruses, gets rid of bacteria and mold and all those things that are really bad, all the things that are organic that could be nasty and transmit infections. The secret is it doesn't actually kill or get rid of absolutely everything, such as prions. I think some older models of autoclaves don't kill prions or prions. And you can look up that jargon as well, but most of the time, your autoclave will sterilize your scalpel or your other tools and bone-cutting tools, in my case. What it won't do, at least in the olden days, is get rid of all that organic material. So let's say I used a bone saw in surgery because I'm doing a joint replacement on a patient, or I'm involved as an engineer. I might be in the hospital helping point out to the doctors and nurses what tool is supposed to be used when. And, then I go over and make sure that everything gets autoclaved. And so I am still going to have little bone pieces stuck on all the materials. And yeah, I can shove it in the autoclave and kill all that stuff with high heat and maybe pressurized steam, but it still has sterile bone pieces in there now, so you still have to get rid of those chunks and everything. This sounds really gross to some people I know, but hey, if you can stand it, then maybe bioengineering or biomedical engineering is for you. We need those people. And autoclaves are engineering innovations, and they are very key to biomedical engineers, especially if you're dealing with human tissues or animal tissues, because you have to design your medical devices to withstand the heat and pressures, possibly, of the autoclave, as well as to be useful for the surgeon and the nurse, or to be effective inside the patient. Autoclave is our engineering word of the day. Hey, this is Pius Wong, your host of this show and resident bio/mechanical engineer and wannabe computer/software engineer. I also host the K-12 Engineering Education Podcast, so if you're into engineering education, please go on over to www.k12engineering.net and check that other show out. Thanks.